Hey, what's up? Good morning, everyone from Las Vegas. I'm here in Self-Made Training Facility, and today I wanted to talk about the importance of physical health and mental health and being a good real estate agent, or you know, how it helps you in your business or in your personal life, or even if you're just a blue collar worker and just in your normal job. And today, to help me with that, is my trainer. His name is Eric Soberano.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna mess that up, but he's been training me for about 3 months now.
3 months.
And before that, I was at Lifetime, which I thought, oh, it's Lifetime, it's like a country club, and no, it's not. It's not as good. So I want to do this interview because I think it's really important. I think physical fitness is really important. I think it helps with the mental aspect, and I wanted to interview Eric and kind of take it from there. So, cool. Eric, good morning.
Good morning, brother.
So how long have you been a trainer?
So, honestly, I can say that I've been a trainer for my entire life, because I would always be coercing my family members or friends to be doing push-ups and all that stuff. But when I really took it serious was when I finally committed myself to first a commercial gym, and then right after that to this facility, Self-Made Training Facility. So I would say about coming up on 2 years.
Okay.
Is how long I've been doing it full time.
Okay. And were you always here at Self-Made?
So I first started at a commercial gym where I was able to learn the strong foundations of getting clients and all that stuff. But then from there, I found out that other people were wanting my time, and their location was more suited for this location, which is right next to the Raiders Stadium here in Vegas, right off the Strip. So being able to find a good location is very important so that everybody else can come to a solid location.
Well, so again, I used to work out at Lifetime for a long time, and the vibe here at Self-Made is way different. I like it better.
Good.
It's just the music is better, and over at Lifetime, they're playing Taylor Swift and like 80s rock, and I can't like get pumped for that, you know?
Yeah, no,
people that come in here, they're like really committed. It's hard. I think that things have changed. I think at like Lifetime, it's like the more old school gym, like the equipment, and here it's like the newer version, like, you know, more forward thinking, right? So what got you into fitness?
I would say the thing that really got me into fitness or training in general was just the fact that I've always came back to it. So I really started out at UNLV working on my kinesiology degree, which I got in 2018. But through that, I was always trying to get into MD medical school, and then PA, and then PT. But then for some reason, I was always drawn to the gym itself more so than the clinical side of it. Being able to push people to do a couple more reps or help people understand the importance of macronutrients or building habits and all that stuff.
Okay.
So always just being nosy about people's gym workouts and all that stuff, because that's just always what I wanted to do.
And why did you want to become a trainer? Like what took you from like not wanting to be a biologist or a neurosurgeon and saying, okay, I wanna train people?
It's the personality that I'm able to exude and give that energy to other people. I've thought about as being a PA, what type of energy, since I naturally have that, I guess, higher energy or animated dynamic, how would I be able to give that out to them? And I realized, well, just thinking about it, I think that I would be able to express more here, be more loud, give that energy to really hype people up, because that's always what I do.
Right.
So being able to pull that into the clinical side is a little bit different. I'm not sure how I would be able to thrive there when it comes to being able to express that.
Okay.
But here in the gym, it's just different. You can joke around and all that.
So I think we all are human, obviously, and we all go through emotions and things like that. And when COVID hit, I was at the lowest point of my life.
Oh, yeah,
I was broke. I was like, it was crazy. Like it was just, everything went away. I was behind on my commercial building and everything like that. And I fell into a really bad depression, and I was just like eating and drinking, and there was nowhere to go, right? Because you couldn't go outside. They were like, don't go outside, you're gonna die. And everybody was just inside. So there was really nothing to do. And you know, it was a really weird time in our world. But I fell into this deep depression, and I gained like 30 pounds, and I was, there was nothing to do, right? But eat and drink and do nothing.
That's called the COVID-19.
Yeah.
The 19 pounds that everybody gains.
I gained 30. I like to overachieve.
There you go, always.
I like to overachieve.
Top agent in the ones.
19 pounds? No, let me hit 30. Let me show you how it's really done. If I'm going to get fat, let's back on 30 pounds. But I got into a really bad depression, and work was tough, and I was trying to pull out of it. And then I had, 2 of my best years ever pulling out of it. But I really feel like physical appearance really helps us with our mental well-being. Now it's so much more common, for with people, a lot of suicides and things like that. And mental health is now more at the forefront of our society.
Oh yes.
And so in saying that, it was, I was struggling with it, and I was like, okay, just working out on my own, I wasn't holding myself accountable. And I called Eric, who's been a longtime friend, and I said, hey, all right, let's just do it. Like, I'm going to hire you 4 days a week. I'm in here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Leg days, I walk out of here like Bambi. But I actually went out Saturday night, and, my belt is like literally four notches less. And I felt like, wow, okay, I don't have this excess over my pants, right? And I felt great, and I felt more confident. And I can tell you in business as well, right? Unfortunately, people judge us by how we look.
Yes.
And I can tell you, I've had clients call me and say, well, like I have Google ads, and I've had people say, hey, there was 5 people, but I picked you because you were the best looking guy on there. And I was like, really? Is that really why you picked me? And they go, yeah, actually it is. So unfortunately, people do judge us on how we look, but I think it's really important to look good, to feel good mentally, because mental health is important. It helps me focus. You helping me focus on the details, whether it's keeping a straighter back and not hunching, or really, holding and things like that. It helps me, and it makes me think about that in my day-to-day job as well, because I think, okay, don't be sloppy. Don't just rush through it and send it out.
Yes.
I have my assistants and my staff, and they always send me stuff, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I trust you. It's good. But now I look at the details, and you really help me with the details. And those details help me make more money. It helps me with a better presentation, which better presentation, clients see that, the public sees it. And when the public sees it, they don't know me from Adam. So if they're going to choose me as a realtor, or to represent them, or whatever the case may be, they have to know, like, man, this guy's on his game. You could tell he's super detailed. So the workouts have really helped me in that, but it's also helped me reassess my business and be more detailed. And I really appreciate that. So so that's my long and drawn out story of why I'm here. But what benefits do you see, not just physically, but mentally, of being in good physical shape?
Okay, so I would say when you're in good physical shape, just like you said, it is a lot of mental fortitude with that. But one thing I do really appreciate is the fact that when we're going through a workout or an exercise throughout the set, I would like to consider something we have, and it's called that quit muscle. It's that muscle that's telling us to quit, right? Like, let's say we have 5 plates racked up on the barbell for a PR, right? A lot of us are nervous, and there's doubts that are going through. So being able to set ourselves up in that type of environment to where we're kind of nervous, and we really have to pull that I just got to do it type of mentality, is one thing that's really good about being fit, is the fact that you just honestly just start to do it. You start to weaken that quit muscle and strengthen that I'll just do it. Let's see what happens.
You're talking about that mental quit muscle?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Perfect. And I agree with you, because a lot of times I'm like, no, I can't do it. And I'm like squirming. He's like, you can do it. Just stop. It kind of reminds me of like David Goggins, right? He's like, don't quit, blah, blah. And it's, it's a testament to just not quitting. And there's always going to be hurdles, and some of these hurdles are going to be really tall, and some are going to be, just bumps in the road. But I think mentally we have to realize that shit happens, and we just have to push through it. So aside from the physical sense, how important is it for people to eat healthy as well?
Okay, so I would say the strong foundation. Well, first we have to understand what healthy is, and one source would be the My Plate. When it comes to the My Plate, is just understanding the portions of what we eat. So eating healthy also helps us feed the nutrition that we need so that our system, our physiology can be able to work the way it needs to. If we're depleted with something else, we're going to see lower performance in focus or mental clarity and all that stuff.
I think a lot of people say, oh, you should be able to eat whatever you want in moderation. I disagree personally. For me, I always turn to food when I stressed out, and that was my drug of choice, was food, because I would just eat. Yeah. But remember, I would eat, and I think people keep eating because it tastes so good and makes them feel good. Yeah. But when you stop eating, then what? Right? You shouldn't be afraid to look in the mirror. So I think it's really important to eat healthy. It doesn't necessarily mean go vegan or vegetarian or whatever, right? But fast food and all the soda and the sugar that's in everything, it's horrible, you know? So give some advice to people out there that are struggling to get started, you know, are always like, oh, I'm going to start on Monday, and, you know, give some words of encouragement to people that just want to get started.
Get over here, self-made training facility, come see me. That's the main thing, is having that support system, that support circle who are wanting you to succeed, because we may have family members or friends who we expect them to help us through it, but sometimes they're not the one. And honestly, I would say fitness coaches, the professionals, us here who are wanting to have you here in the gym and succeed through this would be your best bet. So your support system is the number one thing for sure.
I always tell people the hardest part of going to the gym is going to the gym. You know, just getting off the couch or stopping what you're doing. And for me, I actually go to the gym at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, but I get up at 5, 6 in the morning. I work 4 or 5 hours, and I take time for me to come here, and this is me time. And I feel so much better walking out of here as opposed to just working 18 hours a day, and I'm stressed. And what do? You know, this is my escape, my stress relief, and it's really helped me in my business and just in all aspects of my life. It really helps me decompress, you know?
Good.
So how has being in shape helped you in your trainer career?
So in my trainer career, it helped me understand how to push people.
Okay.
And it really depends on how much they can handle mentally. Like when I'm training, I have a certain way to where I'm willing to push through it, and that's where I want everybody to get to. But there are levels to it, to where you have to just first start going to the gym, get that done. Then after that, go to the gym and start hitting out certain workouts, and then from there you start to increase the intensity.
Right.
So starting out for sure is just get to the gym. That's the main thing.
Give me your best success story, aside from me, obviously.
Outside from the, how many pounds have you lost?
I've lost over 20 pounds so far.
Around 20 pounds?
Yeah.
I would say I had a client out in Reno. Well, honestly, I would actually talk about my most 3 recent clients who have consistently, within the first 4 weeks of working with me, they've lost 10 pounds consistently. So the last 3 clients, consistent 10 pounds gone within the first 4 weeks of starting. And that's the main thing, is just to start. And then who knows how much we can lose from there.
It took me 3 months. You know, everybody wants I'm going to buy this pill off TV that I saw, and there's a cartoon showing how the belly got flatter, and it's literally this guy that's been working out for 5 years that's shredded, and they show it right after the pill. It doesn't work like that. You have to put in time and work, and everything takes time. There is no instant gratification. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You know, I had my birthday about a month and a half ago, and I was going out to birthday dinners, and I was telling Eric, and I didn't have dessert. I didn't have a drink. I had small portions. I was still able to enjoy my day-to-day life, but I was able to stay on track as well. So tell people something that nobody knows about you. Something that would surprise people. Are you a singer? Are you in the Chippendale show?
No. Up in Reno, I helped my friend's dad, my Theo, Manny. He has a ranch up in Reno, and I help him train the Spanish horses.
Oh, wow.
Over there. Okay. And that's exactly how I got this scar. Broke my arm. So
thanks, Manny.
Yeah. No, it's good. I love being able to work at the ranch, and I guess my tío gave me the nickname of Chino Charo. So the Asian Charo. So
okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that, but good to know. Like I interviewed a few people. My party, Virginia, she took up singing lessons. I was like, what? So it's good to know that you're like a cowboy at home with spurs. And
the spurs and everything, man. The hat.
So last question for those that can't afford a trainer, because it is expensive, right? It really is a luxury. Those that are working out by themselves and they become monotonous with their workout, and they really don't know how to work out or what to do, right? Give those people advice on just how to get started in going to the gym and kind of looking at all these machines and not really knowing, give some advice to those people that can't afford a trainer.
So for those who do have that desire to go to the gym but financially have other priorities, I would say the best thing to do would be to just ask advice from those who are working there, because majority of the time the fitness trainers are definitely willing to share their knowledge and wisdom of how they can help you out, but at the same time it takes a lot of commitment. When you ask of advice, execute that son of a gun as soon as possible, man. So ask for help. Just know that it's not going to come easy, and use your resources. A lot of social media has great content. YouTube, I would say, look for the personality YouTube fitness person who gives the advice that you connect to with the most.
I can tell you, I signed up with this program probably a year and a half ago, and it was the same workout every week. And he was really good with nutrition, and I lost weight. But I see more muscle and I see more definition in working out with you. And one thing to kind of add to what Eric is saying is, every time I come in here, and I've been coming here for 3 months, 4 days a week, they're different exercises every single time. So one thing I can say is, don't make Monday bench day and Thursday squat day. You need to do something different all the time to shock your body, or your body's just going to get used to it and you're not going to see any difference. You're going to get bored, frustrated, and quit. And you're going to end up going back to the same thing, which is obviously not working, right? So remember, obviously, right? If you're in a rut and you're like, I tried it for 6 weeks and it didn't work, well, you're doing the same thing over and over, right? Yeah. I walk out of here and I can't even walk. I kid you not. So switch it up, get started,
there you go. Take
advice from everybody, but remember, everybody has an opinion and everybody's body type is different, right? Obviously, he's a lot thinner than I am. We have different body types, right? So he has a fast metabolism, mine is slow. I can't eat late, he can eat at 1 a.m. and go to sleep at 1:01.
Yeah.
So it's completely different, right? So to wrap this up, how can people find you?
Okay, so everyone can find me through Instagram. That's the main social media source I use. Through Sinracio_fitness. It's SINRACIO_fitness on Instagram. Or you can find me here at Self-Made Training Facility. We are on the cross streets of Valley View and Oquendo, about a mile south from the Raiders Stadium.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you doing this interview. Now I actually have to go work out, and then I have to go show houses. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course, brother.
All right,
appreciate
man.
it.
See you.